Welcome back. Woohoo! Another episode of Sippin' with
Summer.
Sharon. Alright, explain what this is.
So, I took Sharon to a boba tea place where she's never been before.
I love experiencing new things for the first time.
She got a lot of apprehension and anxiety, but I walked her through it. But we actually didn't get a typical boba tea.
I know, right?
We ended up getting some kind of frozen-y delicious thing. And then I got some poppings on the bottom and strawberry.
It, like mango coconut.
This is mango coconut.
Oh, look, it says on it. Mine is cookies cream extreme.
Like, one of my favorite parts is punching the lid. I don't know why. I love that part. Cha! Is it good? Is it like just like a milkshake?
Yeah.
Mm.
It's not,
Fruity.
it's not thick, though.
Yeah, I thought it was going to be like...
It's more like milk liquidy. So it's not as thick and hard to, like, get out.
Yeah, it's not as ice creamy as I thought. But somehow the colors are still, like... I don't know, whatever. Let's craft. She didn't get any boba popping things, so
That's
she was
fine.
afraid she was going to choke.
It's just a weird texture. Anyway, today we are using one of the different types of kits that we offer on our site that comes with 5 bolts of ribbon and 1 bolt of mesh. So in our kits,
50 yards.
yeah, you get 10-yard bolts of 5 different ribbons. And the ones in our kits, we even pre-number for you.
What? We're so amazed.
Yeah, so you know, because
There's-
there are instructions that these come with, but we are going to bust into these 2 kits and do them 2 different ways. So you guys can see that, like, these kits are the best for, like, if you make a completely different style of wreath.
Yes, these are nice because we do have other kits that are like a set style, simple, you cannot mess them up. These are a little more free form.
Yeah.
Here's 50 yards of ribbon. Here's a bolt of mesh. Have fun.
And a sign. And
But here is some instructions in case you want a little guideline.
correct.
Yeah.
Instructions that you don't even have to listen to.
Yes, that.
So,
Okay.
our mesh is going to be the same, but our ribbons are going to be done differently.
My drink is blocking me. Ooh, this is like blue felt. Blue, what do you call that? Flannel? Blue flannel.
Oh, yes. Fuzzy. Alright, so, I guess I need my wreath form.
Okay.
Wreath form!
Yeah, I'm going to put my ribbons aside because this does take a lot of space. And we pre-cut our mesh because that's super boring to watch.
Yes, and if you use these wreath forms, most of the time it's 10 pegs on the back, 8 pegs on the smaller top ring. So if you are using don't order one of our kits and you're using a regular wreath form, you need 10 little pegs in the back, 8 in the front. Since we're doing that, our mesh, we're going to be rolling our mesh for this back bigger ring. We're doing tubes, like so. We cut ours into 10-inch pieces for the tubes.
And I'm not a precise cutter, and it's really exact what you can get off your mesh, so I cut mine more 9-ish.
Yes, you
So if
definitely
you're
can
more
cut
like
it 9.
not a precise cutter, go with the 9.
You never want to cut over 10 inches because
You will be
will
short.
run out. So
and then you'll be mad at us, and we just don't want that.
So we have 20 pieces of mesh that are cut into 9-inch pieces, and we use them for the tubes for the back ring, and we'll show you how.
Mm-hmm.
And then for the front smaller ring that has 8 pegs, we're going to be doing a ruffle, and for that we need 18 inches, but we are going to cut them at 17 inches just because sometimes companies
would never short you a little bit.
manufacturers are not always the most accurate and precise, so we like to be on the safe side and cut an inch under. So,
Right.
yeah.
I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddy.
Oh yeah, I am too.
Alright. So, my mesh is already taking up most of my table. So I have a 9-inch piece. I like to make my tubes pretty big in the center because it makes it fluffier. If you do it too tight, it's not as fluffy. And there you have it. So technical. And then the part where it's closed, the seams, they both go down. Make a little X. And then I lay the X in the back bigger ring, not this ring, the ring back here. And you just lay it like this way, going with the wreath. You don't want it front and back. You want the edges side to side.
Side to side.
Inside, inside. And just do like 2 little twists because we're going to use the twist ties later. Don't get all crazy. Don't get crazy.
That's what I'm going to do for each step when I get to a stopping point. I'm be like,
2 tubes, crissity cross.
Crissity cross, cross.
In the middle of my 2 pine, I cross and twist. So what I'm doing, I open up the pine and I put it right in the middle, and then I'm going to twist around. That's what's happening here. And we both happen to pick the same color mesh. I promise not all our kits come with this color.
It's the most versatile.
It is. It's very neutral because you'll notice our wreaths are going to look very different at the end, but it has the same base. It's not all about the base.
It's literally the opposite of the song.
You just don't want mesh that's super
wimpy and flimsy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think
like
of my first.
metallic-y mesh. It's more see-through.
Yes.
This is more of like a thicker,
almost burlappy. It's like a jute. So
Yes.
it actually has some color when you make a tube. It's not completely see-through. If you use really thin chintzy mesh, your wreath will not look full.
yeah, like white metallic.
That's like, or there's nothing
Silver
on it.
metallic.
Yes, that definitely has to go with another color. Then it's a good accent, but for a single bolt, don't use that. Fabric mesh is amazing.
That's the best. Especially the fabric metallic.
Oh, it's so
Those are
thick.
amazing.
Even when you open it like this, you can't see through it.
Super vibrant. Well, tippity top. Tippity tip over. You know what we should do sometime? I'm great at like spitting out ideas while we're we should do.
I need to keep a notepad.
We're gonna have to record in a bigger area. We should do a race to see if we make a wreath the same exact way, but let's see who could finish first. Like a fast, like literally you gotta do it as fast as
That
you
would be
can.
quick. We can make one under 30 minutes, real easy.
With cutting and everything.
I was like, I don't know if I'm gonna cut my fingers.
Oh yeah, I didn't think about that. Maybe it should be all pre-cut materials.
I was like,
Who can put together the wreath the fastest?
there we go. Because
I wonder if that's a world record yet, because we should set that up.
Oh.
World record for the
I'm
fastest
gonna
wreath
call
making.
them and be like,
Mesh
hey,
wreath making.
I got a record for you.
We'll start a new like trend online with all the wreath makers. You guys, join in!
How fast can you do it?
Could you imagine how long that would keep going on and on and on?
That would be fun.
Because I feel like whoever got the top fastest speed, I mean, someone's gonna be the one up, or there's
Yeah,
it's
and then I'm
keep
gonna be like, well, now I have to try again. I obviously did something wrong.
Never a dull moment in wreath making. Right?
Right, we're never dull.
Only those scissors if you
Never.
cut something other than fabric with them.
Ah! Never would I ever.
If you're making a fall wreath, I'm making an everyday.
Yes, she keeps telling me it's fall. I feel like it could be every day. I like orange and blue all year round,
I guess that's true.
but we can call it fall. I like it every day. I told her that when I was like, oh, look at this one, it's every day. She's like, that is not every day.
Potato, potato.
Is at my house.
But yes, if you visit our Etsy or website, everything is listed no matter where we are.
Ooh, ooh, ooh.
You can buy this very wreath that I'm making right now.
Order today.
All right.
Infomercials.
I'm going to cut the remaining mesh later, and I'm going to bust into the ribbon.
Woo-hoo.
All right.
I have a group A and a group B. Group B. Every group.
Yes. So that's
Group A.
if you get one of our kits and it's labeled. So you have a Group A and Group B, which is your 2 ribbons, and then there's one that says both. You want 3 pieces to go in each grouping.
Do you do it on the back too, or do you just do 2 ribbons on the back? You do 3.
It's for the whole thing.
Ooh.
So,
Okay.
this will be one grouping, and then your next peg over will be one of each of these.
And this is
And then this, and
Group
then
A,
this, and
Group B.
this, and this.
Group A, Group B, Group A.
I don't know a clearer way to say that. Like, it's labeled
Seems
both groups, so it goes in both groups.
We need the yardstick.
Oh, we do. Here we go. 14 inches? 12 inches? What do you want to do?
I like the 14 best. And it usually gives me enough over for a little bow. If you want to have a humongo bow at the end with your excess, maybe you want your double to be
How
a little
about
shorter.
you do 14 and I can do 12 and see?
Let's do
That
that.
way we can compare
Yes.
for you guys.
Because the one you're going to run out of and not have enough at the end
Is the
is
both
your
group.
the both grouper.
And so if you do make a bow, you'd want that for like your top layer. That's why normally it's 1.5 inches is the both grouper, right? Or no?
Mine is not.
I guess it doesn't matter.
It's my favorite ribbon. I made my favorite one be the both when I designed this kit.
Cute.
Look how pretty. It's orange and navy and
So I will do 12
ivory. Okay, I'll do 14.
and you'll do 14.
Ooh, it's the crinkly sound. You love that.
I know. I hate the sound on videos of packaging being opened. Is that weird? Does anybody else hate this little... all those TikToks where people are opening and unpackaging things and all you hear is that crinkle? Ugh! Ugh!
Alright, I'm going backwards. 36 minus 14.
Glad you got that into the stick because
20,
I'm
22. I think it's like
Sort of.
22
It's like
inches.
glitzy and beautiful. This is gonna be real fun with us in each other's space.
I know. My little Wreath needs to...
It's new.
I love you, Wreath, but go away. Alright, so I need 5 of each group.
Yes, because there are 10 pegs on the back ring. Except
And
for
count
this
yours, 'cause
one,
they're all made different.
your both ribbon you would need 10 pieces of.
Yes. And I don't fray check until it's on my wreath, because sometimes I want to shorten one or something. No, that's not true. I take it back. That's when I'm
Oh,
doing
you
something
know-
else. We often fray check before we put it on the wreath.
Are you doing
So we
a
don't
straight
fray it as we
line, or
cut.
are you going to do your little angled cut?
Oh, I did a straight line. Do you want to do a V-cut?
Well, mine are only 12 years or 14.
I can make mine a V-cut. See what that looks
Okay.
like.
If you're doing 14 inches for your strips, it works really well when you do the little V cut on it, the dovetail, whatever it's
Okay.
called, because you have more to work with. If you are cutting them in 12-inch pieces and then you cut that angle out, it makes them look like they're like 10 inches. So
Okay. And then you can see if you like
Okay,
the
okay.
V-cut or the straight cut. We're going to give you all the options.
yeah, it's all about variety and showing you guys that you can really make everything your own. Do what you want.
Alright. So I got 10 of that one done. And then I'll cut my
Put this under the
V's.
cord. There we go.
Oh, now I really need to fray check it first.
I mean, some ribbons, well, all of yours, I guess, you'd probably want to fray check.
Yep.
When you have a solid glitter ribbon, a lot of times they don't fray. Or if you have a glitter stripe and you cut right on the glitter stripe.
Yeah, glitter.
Glitter seals it.
Glitter's a nice sealer. Okay. My others. Alright. That's one group.
Just
This
keep
does
cutting.
make it
just
longer.
keep cutting.
You're adding a lot of extra cuts, but
Yes, but you...
it'll be cute in the long run.
And I have to cut my mesh anyway. We might end
Okay.
up getting done at the same time.
Okay.
It's a race!
these are kind of thin enough that I can
Cut all
multiple
of them
cut.
at once.
Once I get to the big
I can
burlap.
help you.
Alright, we'll see. I just don't want it to get boring for you.
We're never boring, right?
So help me. Okay, I'm gonna put it inside my wreath for now. Alright, so this guy is a natural wired linen.
Linen.
Cut all of them.
This is one of my favorites. I love this ribbon. It's plaid.
Okay. That one's done. Now time for all my tails.
I love how you put that little singing end to the end of your sentence.
Oh, 4 was almost too many to cut altogether. Don't fold that in half. That wasn't a good plan, Stan. Ooh, I like your coloring.
Thanks. Mine has leopard print in it.
So does mine.
Oh, imagine that. Leopard print in everything.
That's not true. If you don't like leopard, we do have kids without them. Just kidding. But I like leopard.
I do.
And you like leopard.
And
That's
you
probably
too.
why we picked
Yep.
these ones.
That's exactly why. Alright, so I have my 5 pieces of each ribbon, except for the striped one, obviously, but there's my groupings, group A, group B. Let me move this out of the way. Crinkle, crinkle, crinkle. Okay. We are going to be adding ribbon right on top of where we had just put the mesh in the back ring. So you have 2 groupings, and you're going to alternate as you go around. So for the first grouping, doesn't matter which one you start with, you grab one of each of your ribbons, and you pick 2, and you make an X. 1 goes up and down in the middle, so it's kind of like a star shape, and then across the center, you just gather it. You just want this to be nice and small. Boop. Then we're going to add this right on top of the mesh and twist it in and move on to the next one. Added it on, twisting, so it should look like this. See it? Ah!
Yes, mesh likes to grab everything.
Ah! And then for my next peg, I will grab one of each of this grouping and do the same thing and continue alternating all the way around until it's done. Easy peasy.
All right.
I should say too, like, if you're precise like I am,
Not me.
instead of leaving mine in a star shape, I always make it so they're fanned out in a V shape coming towards me.
I do that for the back row. Otherwise,
Okay.
you can't see the
Yeah.
ends.
So
for the
that
top row,
everything
I don't.
is angled out this way.
Yes. Otherwise, the top mesh is going to cover it.
Yeah, it's really hard to see in the video, but these ribbons going down, I usually move them upwards, so everything is going towards the exterior edge. And then you just want them all fanned out so everything's showing. One of my ribbons is wet. It's like my wet drink.
Yeah, you can maybe move your drink.
I'm like, why?
It's sweating.
Why?
It's working hard.
Tastes so good though.
It is good, but I think, oh man, I think I prefer the regular tea to it. I don't know
I think I prefer vodka in it. Mine smells good though. I could totally dump whipped cream vodka in this though and make it
Of course you
good.
can. It goes with everything.
Yeah, it's amazing.
If you've learned one thing from our videos.
Whipped cream vodka.
Okay. Cutting. We're not chatting. We're not laughing.
I'm laughing.
Stronger than the tape.
That annoying sound.
I don't know if you can see. This has got that fuzzy flannel texture. Loving it.
And grouping. Yeah, my biggest thing is forgetting what group I ended up in. I need this.
I don't even know if we need that.
You never know.
It's true.
You never
I
know
don't
when you need a hot
usually
glue gun.
need
It's a
it.
real inconvenience if it's not plugged in and ready.
Did you put the same ribbon on top each time? I like to change it up, or I don't always have
Yes,
the same
because
one.
in the back row you don't notice.
All right.
So, and I notice a lot of times if you do change your order, that's when sometimes you end up with, oh, two blacks are like the black ribbons are next to each other, or two solid. I don't know. I just fan everything out. That way it's.
I mean, you make sure that all the same ribbons are together, but you can put a different one on top.
Yes, I'm more into that in the front row. The back row,
Doesn't really matter.
all the spikes stick out everywhere. Anyway, don't talk to me. I'll forget which group I'm on.
There's a lot of options.
I know. If I
Kidding,
have,
I do it too.
I was gonna say if I have 2 2.5 inch and 1.5 inches, I usually always put the little smaller one on top. If I have a solid ribbon, I usually always put it towards the bottom, or else it looks like a big stripe.
What if your narrow one is the solid one?
Then I usually will put a 2.5 inch pattern one on top.
So it doesn't go your front.
Yes. Like in this grouping where the glitter is the 1.5 inch one, well, and the stripe one, but I make sure the pattern one goes on top.
All right.
I feel like that
Finally
is
done.
overthinking it
Ow.
though, which breaks our rule. Like no one else overthinks it this
My
much.
hair gets stuck in my glasses sometimes. Sorry about that. Okay. Now I'm finally done cutting my V's.
You know what I'm gonna do is move this to here and these to here. Now I'm making it on screen. I was leaning here.
So helpful.
You guys probably can't even see anything that I'm doing.
That tasted good. Okay.
That's the glitter.
All right. So, I'm going to take one of each, make my crisscross, one up and down in the mid.
That was really loud.
The plastic from the popper.
That's what I didn't want happening.
Okay, got my little star.
Not crazy.
My daughter bites them and then takes the plastic out of her mouth.
I really hope that it's not plastic. But knowing everything nowadays,
I mean, ice cream has plastic, chocolate has plastic. What's a little more plastic?
it's disgusting.
All right, pulling everything out towards the outer edge. I'm gonna put my thin leopard right on top.
No matter
Right
where I go,
over.
it's twisting everything off.
And twist, and then I tuck my pine down, and then I pull everything to the outer ring and overlap kind of with the group behind it. All right.
All right. I thought I made a mistake, so I was like checking. I was like, oh, I'm
It's
missing.
like you got quiet real fast.
I know.
over
I
there.
was like, I'm missing a ribbon.
No.
No, I'm good. Good.
Make a mistake? Never. Okay.
Things are.
Okay. Fold, twistity twist.
Twist and tuck.
And I'm not using these again for my back row, so I tuck them down.
Twist and tuck. Twist and tuck. What movie?
Me?
What movie is, well,
Legally Blonde.
yeah.
Bend and
And
snap.
Twist and tuck. All right. I got to cut my mesh still. So that's when you're going to catch up to me. Anyway, but here is the back ring is full. So your ribbon covers most of the mesh anyway. So So now I'm going to be cutting 17-inch pieces, and I only need 8 pieces because there's 8 pegs. So that's what I'm doing.
Well, good to know. Oh, sorry. I can move my wreath.
No, you're fine. Oh, I was like, where are my scissors? They're right here next to me. Brr.
Alright, what did I just use? Leopard. So now it's my chevron group.
Might be
Are you
easier to
sure?
cut this.
I could scoop this.
No,
now.
you're fine. I was trying to figure out what's the best way to hold this in such a small space, but I think it's easiest to measure it to here and then just cut like this without having to hold it up in the air. Struggling for a second.
So my wreath frame, I had chosen one that had a flaw in it, so I could tell you what happens. If one of your pegs is missing,
Or falls off.
or falls off, or whatever, because, you know,
That does happen.
I just zip tie where the empty space is, or use bow wire, or a twist tie, but it's not the end of the world. Don't panic. Just find something and twist it on like it was always there.
Yes. Your wreath will be so full at the end, you're not even going to notice.
Yep.
Anyway.
If you can find this one being
1, 2,
different,
3, 4, 5.
you're the
1,
winner,
2, 3,
winner.
4, 5, 6. Uh-oh.
So we just keep going, but that's it. So don't panic. If you end up with too many, too little, you know.
All right, moment of
Sadly-
truth to see how good my cutting was. I ended with 12 pieces.
You have all 8.
Oh.
You have
All right.
everything you needed. You
Whew.
ended perfectly.
Yeah, okay. I thought I counted 7, and I was like, man. So I have this much left off my whole roll when I cut 9-inch pieces for that back ring and 17 inches for the top ring. That's how much extra you have to work with, so you better not be cutting over, because that's not a lot. Are you done with this?
Yeah.
For now? I'll put it in the
Yeah,
middle.
I'm going to have to cut my ribbon soon.
Next.
Cut ribbon. Just kidding. No, you're putting your mesh in first.
Well, yeah, and I'll explain the ruffle.
Isn't it looking so cute? And it's only the back half of the wreath. And it's already looking full and pretty.
So cute.
All right, continue.
All right. 17-inch pieces. 17-inch ribbon curls. Sorry, you know, 6 inches. L.
Right,
Whatever, guys. It's really nice that these were towards the center of the roll because your ends naturally want to kind of curl anyway, which is great. So each of those ends you want kind of curled under, and then I just gather down the center of the mesh this way to make it towards that other end. So make sure the cut edge is curled slightly. I just don't want it showing. And then I use the table, gather it, and this remaining amount I curl under and add that in. So it should look like this.
Ooh.
And it does not have to be perfect. You're just ruffling, gathering it.
That's the best.
Don't overthink it.
Don't overthink it.
And then you add this piece onto this top peg. You just add it right in there and you twist it on. And we're going to do that all the way around, and then we're going to add ribbon. Just kind of like we did the back.
Really, if you can cut and twist, you can make a wreath.
Yeah, it's like working with twist ties.
Alright, and then you push all your ribbon so there's no empty hole.
Oh!
Ta, 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 ta. Alright, beautimus, beautimus. Now, get my my top pegs all set and ready for me. I like to open them all up before I get
Yes.
going, because my hands are full and then it's a pain. Okay. I have mine cut into their 17 inches. Going to accordion it in the middle. Make it look like a pretty butterfly. And then I kind of pull it so it opens up. Pull, twist, leave them open. Go to the next one. Need to move this. It's easier for me to do this part on the table. Hold it under.
Alright. almost done. Right here, though.
Okay. And then we always put a decor in there, like a pic or a sign or something. I think we both have signs.
Yep, mine's round, yours is a rectangle. Almost done. Then I gotta start cutting my ribbon. I feel like the jute is sticking to my lips.
You do inhale it.
Yes.
But it's better than like actual burlap. That will give you like burlap lung cough forever.
I mean, if you, yeah. Still sheds a lot.
We aren't talking or laughing a lot in this one.
This is a very serious project.
We are focused. I mean, we've made a cajillion of these. It's not like we're really
Well,
trying to make it go.
pour some vodka in my drink.
Is that your problem?
I'm just
It's
kidding.
not caffeinated or alcohol?
It's not just sugar.
Ah!
Just sugar? Give me 5 minutes, it'll kick in. I'm getting covered in.
Okay. 3 more for me.
One and done.
1 and done.
Alright. So, added the mesh in the front ring. Left the pegs opened, so now I'm going to cut ribbon that we're going to put on top of that mesh.
Are you putting your sign in first? Or do you put your ribbon in first? I'm going to put my sign in because it's really big and it covers a lot of it.
I know. I probably will do my sign. I will do my sign first too because my sign is huge. But
Yes, not all the signs are these big. We picked really big ones
I
to show you.
always put my signs off-centered. So I don't know, maybe I should do one that's more centered. I don't like them centered. It's just not right.
I don't prefer. I like to see that it's like a circle. I guess
Okay.
that's a circle. I like no.
I'll do it off to the side. I don't usually like signs in the center, but crinkle, crinkle.
No, we haven't used yet. We have
The
those signs.
faces.
Yeah, but you know.
Because we've used just about everything else.
We have these faces where it's like a scarecrow face, a
Santa-
witch face,
Santa Claus, a snowman.
Yeah. And we've never used them in the video.
Alright, so I'm going to stick my sign here. So I just folded those pegs down because I'm not going to waste ribbon on them. And I'm going to just tie it in right there. And then I'm going to cut my pieces to how many pegs are showing.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's my plan.
Good plan.
And I'm going to cut the hanging rope in half and use that to tie around my frame. Done. We probably don't have any of those mounting squares in here, do we? Mounting squares?
I don't think so. I think they're on the other.
I thought we brought a bag.
Could be. Let me get up and look for a second.
No. If they're not easily grabbed with your hand, then I don't want to worry about it. Later on, if this flips and flops too much, or like doesn't stay in place, I'm going to probably add a mounting square to the back of it and anchor it in from the bottom too so it really stays in place without moving.
Might be in that other
Yeah, totally fine. We'll add it
shelby
after.
thingy.
It's all good.
Alright. So I have a really large sign. Warmest welcome.
So
Pretty. It is. The navy and the grayish tan. Okay. So, mine comes with a little hanging thing. I'm going to use some bow wire or a zip tie. Whatever you have at your house. Some twine. Whatevs. And I go through the little sawtooth thing. Pull it nice and tight. Okay, so I also don't usually like signs in the middle, but when it's a big rectangle, that's where it's going. So, it's all good. I'm gonna pull the pine out from underneath my sign so I can use it to attach my ribbons later. Usually I stand up to do this part. I need a downward angle. But
Alright, I have 6 pegs showing
kind of
on
towards the top. Oh, I like that. It needs to be right in the middle. Right
on the
there.
top, so I'm just cutting 3 ribbons of each grouping. That's what I'm doing.
That's what she's doing.
Don't say I didn't tell you. And 12 inches again, just like same length as the back ribbons.
Okay, so now, before I tighten it for sure, I'm going to lift it up to see where the weight takes it. Love that position. Love it, love it. So now I'm going to tie my wire double knotted. And then I'll push the ribbon and the mesh across so you can't actually see what's happening. My secret.
I was too busy feeling my lips because I think there's like jute on them.
If you rub it, it's like an exfoliator.
Yeah, not in a good way.
No. No, probably not.
Like it's a very awkward feeling.
All right. How to do my ribbons? Do not know yet. Okay. Gotta look at it. Are you doing bows on your front, or are you just doing strips?
Strips and probably a bow. I'm doing strips for the pegs. But since I have some leftover ribbon, I gotta use it, so I don't know what I'm doing yet.
Because I think, what if I did like little bows? Is that too many little bows? Does that look weird? Yeah, you don't like that, I can tell.
I mean, I feel like that would look almost like those dresses in the olden days with all the ruffles, all the lace, and bows everywhere, and poofy sleeves. It's a lot.
I don't see the problem here. You're using the wrong analogy to talk me down.
So this one time you did a really cute wreath, and it had a bow on top and had stuff drooping, kind of. You could.
I could do that.
Or you could. Sorry, that was really extreme. Or you could do like a kind of bow here where your tails go that way and this way, and then a bow kind of down there where your tails go this way and then up that way. So it's like
I've never done that.
I think if you did them all in a circle, it's too much. But if you did 2
much.
focal points and they were opposite corners, and then your tails covered, that could be cute.
Do you think there's enough space here for a bow? I think it's too...
I mean, it depends on the bow. If you just did like a 2-loop.
Yeah. I like your top bow idea.
Oh, you could definitely do that and then just do strips for the rest. And you can even do it centered or do your top one off-centered if you wanted.
I'm going to try that. And then strips
Something
and
different.
everything else.
That's why I was like, I like these kits because you have so much extra to work with.
Yes.
Now
Yes.
the juice up my nose.
Now what do I... I know what I'm doing, but what am I doing?
Technically, do your bow first.
Yes.
Yes.
What order? What ribbons? What am I doing? Alrighty. Navy is the back, I think, would be bold. I like that.
For sure. And you have to do the plaid.
Yes.
And then maybe the leopard print on top of the plaid.
Yes. Instead of using chevron also.
Because you don't need all 4.
chevron on that kind of go too much together.
Yeah, you don't need all 4.
Okay. But I love this. I think that is super fun.
Alright, so for my ribbon, I'm literally doing the same thing I did in the back. And I'm just adding it onto the front right on top of the mesh. But instead at the end, where in the back I had like bent it down so they're all going towards the outer edge, these ones I leave fanned out every direction so they fill more.
Alright, so what I'm doing, I'm determining the length of my tail because I want it to like bunch here and then kind of droop down like a river. Is that right?
Is there a song like that, like a river? Cry me a river.
Going down to the river.
Down to the river.
Rise up.
Making things interesting around here.
Okay, let's try this.
I'm gonna
I'm
use this
thinking
to anchor
maybe
myself.
I'll end up using this as my back bow if I need it to be bigger. Would you do like a 4-loop or would you do a loopy craft bow?
Ooh, 4-loop. With
Yeah, I
tails,
don't love
right?
the loopy
You want your
craft bow.
tails,
Well,
right?
I mean like a gift bow, not, you know.
No, I don't know.
We used to make them all the time. You make a line and then you pull up, pull down, keep, pull down, pull up, keep.
Oh. I would do
Okay.
like a tailored bow where your loops are here
Alright.
and your tails are going that way and then this way.
Alright.
And you might even want to do like this tail way longer and this tail shorter, so like the length of the sign. I don't know.
I don't know. That's the fun of it. Who knows what's gonna be?
You do you, boo.
Alright. I'm gonna try this. If we don't like it, nothing's permanent. It's all easy peasy.
Alright. It's like I can't think of losing my train of thought. These ones, I am tucking the remaining pine under the ribbon because I don't like it when the extra pine branches just stick straight out at you. Fluffing it up. Like this, I'm gonna work my way around. I actually use that pine though to anchor the sign in. Shake test.
I don't know if this is big enough. It's so hard to see when I'm not standing.
You want me to hold it for you? Let me hold the wreath, I'm saying. Right?
That's okay. It's okay.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
It's okay.
Because you're gonna have strips and stuff also.
Yes, I am.
There's gonna be a lot going on.
Shove a lot more ribbon on there. Okay.
This one.
If anything I don't like is a wimpy looking bow. More is always better.
This is true. Rustling. All right.
Alright, I'm going to give both sides a long tail, and once it's in, I can always cut them if I decide to make it off center. Alright, about the same length of tail. Match my first loop up to the bow. Make sure you can still kind of see the back. We always tell you, but to detail tutorials we do have for bows, we just don't walk it through every video.
Yes, and it's a very hard angle for these to be able to properly show you, like, step by step how to do each thing. So our tutorials are more, what's it called? When it's up here,
Angle down, like you don't
like
see.
you're looking down at the table.
A bird-eye view.
Yes, that's what I was talking about.
Yes!
That's what I'm talking about. What movie?
I don't know.
Despicable Me. Doesn't Groot or whatever his name is. That's what I'm talking about. I could be completely wrong though. It's all a blur.
Another kid, some kid movie.
Yep.
That's all we watch.
Yeah, unfortunately. Oh, half my ribbons. There we go.
So cute. Alright, long tails again on the other side.
Last grouping.
Alright, and then let's see if we still want leopard on top or not. What I could do if I don't want it in my bow is just add it to the tails. So it still looks like it, but it's not covering up the plaid. I don't know yet. Let's see. Oh, everything catches on mesh. This flannel ribbon really wants to be friends with my mesh. Okay, let's see. What do I want it to be for? I'm gonna go with the whole 4 loops. Let's just own it.
Full commitment.
Alright, but I definitely want them smaller because I don't want to cover up the whole plaid.
Oh. All right. Here's my.
Oh my
I
gosh!
can barely see. But
That is so full and beautiful. Good
yeah.
job.
So I'm not gonna do a bow. I'm gonna leave
No,
it like
you
this.
don't have any. You don't need any more stuff.
Shake, test, approve. Look at the little jingle bells. Ding, 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 ding. We have these signs available. There's a whole bunch of them, different circle welcome signs. They're so cute. You don't even need to put them in a wreath. You can leave them just hanging on your door. Then you're good to go.
Sometimes I put a little bow on the hangy rope.
See, now I can enjoy my drink.
Once again, add a bow to everything.
All right. See, now I can focus on talking. The stress is over.
Stress-free zone.
That's a great bow, Summer.
Thanks, Sharon. All right.
I love leopard print.
I know.
For every holiday.
It does go for every
But
holiday.
I especially love it for Valentine's, and I don't know why. Something about like leopard print with like red velvet. I guess that works for Christmas too, but Valentine's, I don't know why. I love it. Cute.
It's cute.
And I don't even mean that in a sarcastic way.
Cute. Okay. I don't know.
Nope. No. It's
Fine.
too. It's gonna be literally sticking out like 10 inches away from your
Once
wreath.
again, I don't see the problem.
Well, you will when you hang it on your door and you're like, dang, I should have listened to Sharon and not done that. It's gonna
True.
look like
I do say
it's
that
gonna
a
look
lot.
like your wreath has a growth. Let's just say that. An unwanted mole. So
Okay. Well, we don't want that. That's for sure. Fluff up my loops. My loopy loops. Oh, so cute. Alright. Okay, wait, I need to cut this. I'm attached. I'm attached.
oh yeah, I could scoot this over and give you more room now too. Look at all this space.
Scoop this thing out of my way.
So much space for so many activities.
Okay.
Oh, I'm so
So,
itchy.
I think I want it. Oh man. Okay. Side kiltered. Or
Kiltered.
center and going down each side.
I would do off-centered and have some of your tails going along the top and some going down the side.
I do prefer. I don't do a lot of things centered.
I know. I was like, I don't like it when the sign is centered and the bow is centered.
Yeah.
It's like a spider web.
It's a gorgeous.
When you walk through it and it gets stuck on you, you can never get it off.
Gorgeous cacophony that's all getting stuck together.
A gorgeous what?
Cacophony? Like a mess and loud noise?
What kind of word is that? Say it again.
Cacophony.
I've literally never heard that word in my life. Cacophony.
It's like
Who
a.
talks like this?
I mean, I don't know if it's
I
the
mean,
right
good
word for
job
like
being
all the
smart.
stuff. You know, it's like a loud.
Confusion? Chaos?
You can say that instead.
Cacophony.
Also. You always make fun of my words.
This is when I'm like, cute.
Stinker.
Well, I forgot what word. Comment with what word she said in one of our first episodes where I was like, what? Out loud. I was so shocked. What is it? It's going to drive me crazy. And I was like, I'm a one-syllable girl. Because you use like 10 syllables in one word. And I was like,
I just make up words.
that episode had me laughing
If you
out loud.
say the wrong word or a fake word with confidence, most people aren't going to admit they don't know it. They'll be like, oh yeah, of course I know what that is. I mean, it's not a real thing, and I say it wrong and use it in the wrong place, but I do it with confidence.
And me, she could make up words that don't even exist and then tell me what they mean with definitions, and I would probably believe her and then try to use the word in the future, and people would look at me.
That is the drawback.
What the heck?
Yeah, I don't want you to go and make a... Just say it with confidence, no one will know.
Oh my goodness, what a cacophony!
There's no R in it.
Cacophony.
What is the cacophony? Like, what's all the noise? It is a cacophony?
Whatever.
Maybe not. What is all that noise? You can just say it that way.
Someone please comment below.
If
I'm
it's
not-
a real word or
Am
not.
I the only one that doesn't know that word? Because now I feel dumb.
Not dumb.
That
Okay.
looks amazing.
Right?
Like, I love it.
I
off
still
to
am
the
going to add
side.
some ribbon there, but...
No, yes, but the bow is perfect.
It is really cute. Okay. So, I was just doing stuff. I took a tail and I looped it, and then I used the pine right there. Woo! And like that, and then I made a little group here, used the pine, and then that. There you go. Now you
Cute.
know. Now you're caught up.
I love it.
Yes, and I'm definitely going to fray check everything. You know, the sealant, we love to put on ribbons, but you're not going to sit here and watch. It'll take another 10 minutes. But worth it, because then my wreath looks brand new forever and ever. Okay.
It's super cute.
It did turn out cute.
We did a great job with that kit.
That is an amazing kit.
Seriously, though, you guys, check out all of our kits on our site. There are so many, and they're all so cute.
Yes, because sometimes designing it and choosing it is the hardest part. And
Or
it's overwhelming.
Yeah, or when you're shopping online and it's hard to like color match and know which ones go together, and so we just do all the work for you. Okay,
I'm gonna add some groups down here, and then I'd be done.
did you cut all your
I
tails
just think
correctly?
I need 3. I did.
Dang it! I was waiting. I was trying to distract her and get her to say something and see if she cut it.
Rude.
Cut it! See if she cut it wrong. That's not the right word, right? Cut it? That's not a word.
It is not.
I was gonna see if she cut it incorrectly. Sorry.
All right. That's about 14 inches.
I think the biggest thing would just be making them the same. So now that you have one, then it's
See?
fine.
Okay. So I need 3 groupings. Which one am I going to use twice? I don't even know what was with what. Group B, Group B. Oh,
I was gonna say the one that's labeled.
I didn't know I used it as my bow, but there's still ribbon left. Amaze.
Well, I like these too because like I didn't do a bow, so I have a lot left. So if I did a wreath, I could also do like a bow on something else around the house, or if you have one of those big porch signs that I love.
Oh, and you can
could
make
do
it
a bow on top.
coordinating.
Yeah, you have
so
enough
your whole
to...
entryway is like a thing.
Yeah.
I like things. All right. So since I used the blue in my bow, I'm going to make that the one group. So there's more of the chevron. Yeah? Yeah. In case you know why you wanted to know my...
Oh, because you only
thinking.
have 3 pegs
Yes.
exposed.
Yes. So.
So sad mine's gone.
I'm glad you liked it.
Mm-hmm. It's like dessert, and there's a huge cookie at the bottom.
Ooh!
I'm gonna have to get a spoon later.
Okay. Yep. So, one of each. Make my star just like I normally... Oh, I didn't cut my V's. I know what you're hoping over there.
I know. I'm like, yes, God, give
Hurry.
me another chance.
Ask me some mathematical questions. Get me thinking.
Here's a mathematical... Not a question, but some interesting random fact.
Okay, I like random facts.
My stepson was bored in school one day, apparently. And he, in his head, figured out that anytime you multiply anything by 11... I wonder if I'm correct. I forgot what he said. He says, if you want to do, 52 times 11, you would take the 5 and the 2, add them together, which is 7. You put your 7 in the middle, and your answer is 572. Let me see if I'm right. Isn't that insane?
That would be amazing.
And this was years ago. So he was even younger. He's 15 now. So he was probably 12 or 11, and he was in math class wondering this. See? 52 times 11 is 572.
Okay, so but what if the 2 numbers add up to a 2-digit number? Say it's 49.
Then there's a certain... Okay, so... Okay, wait, which one?
49. Tell me 49.
So 4 plus 9 is...
13.
You put that in the middle. So it should be...
4,139.
39. Okay, so what did you say? 49 times 11?
Yeah. So you even put a double digit in the middle. Okay, continue.
Wait.
49 times 11.
49 times 11. I was like, well, that didn't work out right. Then it's 539. Oh, so you dropped the 1 then. So it's the second, whatever digit is in the first place, and then he added the 1 to the 4.
Interesting.
So I guess that does get complicated.
But that's okay. I mean, for every other number, I just had to pick a hard number. So
Yeah, so 27 times 11
that's crazy.
is 297.
That's brilliant. Look at us teaching.
I taught you guys something that I learned from a child.
Yes, you
But I
taught me
shared
that
it.
I forgot to cut my arrows.
Damn it, I was hoping I made you cut it wrong.
I just didn't cut it at all.
Well, I guess...
Okay, I'm
Either
almost
way.
done. I'm almost done.
There's
Stay
a
with me.
Random fact for you.
Stay with me, peeps. You want to see this finished product because it's magnificent.
Oh, I'm so... Woo!
These are so easy to make. These wreath kits make
Shetty.
so easy. I love them. I love them. I love them. I love them. You're not limited to just one style, you know? Look at us. Same kind of kit, and we're totally different.
Totally different.
We even both had leopard ribbon. We both had tan burlap.
And that's another good thing with our monthly subscription, our craft supply box. A lot of times there's 4, 5, or 6 different ribbons in it, and then sometimes there's a sign or a bolt of mesh. Like, you literally can make an entire wreath out of the supplies. So if it's a 5, if we ever end up sending, like, you have 5 ribbons and some mesh
And
a sign, like,
Yeah.
you can make one of these wreaths. You just gotta get a wreath form.
Tucking it in, hiding the pine, fluffing my ribbon on the side. But I'll
Hide the
figure out that
pine.
later. Okay, are you guys ready for the big reveal? Whoa! Whoa!
Ugh.
Ready?
So itchy. Are we holding both up or just yours?
Yeah, I guess just mine.
Do yours for the wow
Mine
factor.
kind of ready?
Is your bow tied? Okay, good. Okay, so yours.
What is that gorgeous? That is really pretty.
I
I'm
like
gonna
it
say
when
so
the bow
myself.
is like off centered.
Look at that.
Super
Look
cute.
how full it looks.
All right.
Nope, sorry. I
I was
love
gonna
mine.
say, wait, scoot it back. I want to see if it's bigger than mine.
No, well, a little bit. Oh, because my ribbons are 14 inches.
Okay.
Oh yeah, so there's another difference here. We'll show sides. Mine is V-cut and 14 inches. She is straight cut and 12 inches. Can we put them right next to each other?
So I mean, your ribbons do stick out a little bit more, but you did V-cut them, so that does take away a little bit.
It
Mine,
does.
they're shorter, but it's full and tighter. I don't know. Cheese.